Welcome to my presentation regarding the decisions made and their effects on the Darnell cabin. As Steelman highlights, the importance of understanding and analysing a brief is integral in the decisions made by a team and the coherence for the impact from these decisions. Therefore, it was important to understand the Darnell cabin's initial status before making any decisions. The initial status of the hotel was that it was based in a city centre at a waterfront, meaning a good potential for a tourist guest channel. Following this, the large 250 room hotel holds 50 premium and 200 standard rooms at a status of between 3 to 4 stars, showing further potential in regards of customer satisfaction and retention. However, negatives include an unattractive leading line due to its length and traditional form, and the fact that in the hotel's 8-year existence it has never encountered any refurbishment besides basic maintenance. This means the hotel is not following modern trends and has a dated appearance. We will now look into a SWOT analysis of the Darnell cabin. Positively, the hotel is in an ideal location for attracting tourists and holiday goers. Also, the large 250 room hotel has an extended potential for large profits. This is due to its well situated classification. On the other hand, the unrenovated aesthetic is dated and unappealing to modern audiences. Also, the lack of modern branding shown with this poor mission statement shows an unappealing brand. These downsides lead to threats such as local hotels and age-related wear taking precedent. However, due to the hotel's strengths, it holds opportunities such as new modern branding and changes of reputation. The Darnell cabin will focus on adapting recent trends using revenue management to attempt to enhance the success of the hotel. As Haley outlines, following market trends is integral in gaining market share in modern markets known for fluctuation. We created focus points surrounding these trends. We saw that virtual communities and branding has become a huge trend within hospitality due to the social media focus in a millennial society. To adapt to this trend, we decided to employ a full-time advertisement team. Secondly, personalisation with regard to customer experience has shown to be a successful trend. To allow personalisation, we will ensure our staff will be fully trained as much as possible. This allows our staff to adapt their knowledge to personalise a guest experience. The next trend, we intend to utilise the emerging unique brand experiences. To create the possibility of adapting to this trend, we will be renovating and adapting the hotel facilities to create more channels for the hotel-based experiences. The final trend we will utilise is the rise in millennial customers and the catering of these customers. We will do this by influxing our restaurants' revenue streams with higher prices. To analyse the success of these trends being focused on, we will adapt the balanced scorecard theory. Created by Kaplan and Norton, this theory outlines each trend's success in terms of financial outcome, internal processes, customer satisfaction, and learning and growth. First, we look at virtual communities. Financially, it shows negative effects occurred when enhancing marketing. With costs of staff wages and training within the specific marketing staff costing $72,000 per annum, whilst not making any direct income. This is a large financial loss when looking at customer effects. It shows a contrasting effect. The comments show messages surrounding positive marketing and appreciative advertising. This shows a good brand exposure and hotel reputation. Other positive effects are the success of enhancing staff knowledge. Even though the year's loss was higher, the learning and growth of the staff maintained a positive consistency. The financial loss further created internal process issues as financial priorities were taken away from other income channels. This shows how advertising costs can produce positive and negative effects equally. Allowing for personalisation in this hotel, enhanced staff training was implemented. With a total of $979,500, negative and positive effects are shown. Positively, staff competence was 100% across 83% of all staff groups, which is far above industry average, and shows positive influxes in growth and learning. However, this $979,500 negative contributes to nearly half of the total hotel loss of -$2,233,603. Taking opportunity for growth in other areas away with the internal process. This risk did not seem to pay off in the customer segment as comments varied massively throughout the year, highlighting negative outcomes. Thirdly, we will explore the effects of the renovations that took place when creating a unique brand experience. When creating experiences, a focus was maintained on exploiting external departments. Internal processes saw a positive effect as the areas causing financial issues were counteracted, creating further internal opportunities and revenue streams. This occurs due to the positive financial effects. The revenue created of $994,226 showed a positive financial effect, therefore positive effects in other areas can be encountered. Due to the growth of revenue streams with regard to this trend, the customer's interaction has increased and positive comments were shown, therefore creating a positive customer effect. Finally, we will analyse the enhanced focus on the modernised restaurant. In terms of customer success, the restaurant was regarded as inconsistent and quality was varied. This was surprising due to the competence levels reached when training staff. In a positive growth and learning campaign, regarding the internal process for the restaurant, it was shown that hiring large amounts of staff led to not only inconsistency but large financial costs in training and wages. Contrastly, the restaurant did create a large revenue stream of $3,029,480, making this an integral part of the business. A key figure to highlight is that breakfast generated more than a third of this revenue, showing how future management teams should hone in on this lucrative stream. We can now see how the financial decisions made has influenced the Darnell Cabin. Positively, the hotel holds a high reputation with all sectors remaining over 63%. However, overspending has left the hotel with a net loss of $2,233,605 and remaining debts of loan payments at $15,360,861. This shows how many changes need to be made. However, as Costello et al. States, financial loss and uncertainty are part of a business's lifetime and should be learned from and adapted. Following the reviews from Year 1, O'Neill and Foymer suggest highlighting the main issues suffered and adapting these as a business development plan. We have highlighted three main development sectors. Firstly, Repetti states that overspending on unproductive revenue outlets is common in low-performing businesses. Due to this, we plan to make training costs a quarter of the size. This decreases the main expenditure dramatically, allowing for higher financial security in other areas. Secondly, due to the large similarity between weekday and weekend occupancy levels, we have decided to increase the focus on higher weekend occupancy, therefore adapting the approach shown from Lamano of increasing weekend demand and increasing weekend prices. This is to capitalise on a higher general revenue. Finally, in year one, the use of promotions and price fluctuations were not utilised very heavily. This may be why optimisation wasn't as high as it could have been. Zoltan et al. Shows us that the application of promotions within hospitality is integral in satisfying a millennial customer. It is for this reason that this plan will adapt to current markets. Following this development plan, the Darnall cabin should see rises of positive inflections in the second year and decreases in financial losses and negatives. Thank you for listening to this presentation. I will now leave a moment for my references.